Welcome to another episode in the Care series. I'm Cherish and I support and empower individuals who are looking to get into the care industry, as well as helping existing care providers grow and scale their businesses. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the role of the registered manager. The registered manager is a key and pivotal organization member, and they are responsible for the day-to-day running of the care business. So be it a domiciliary care agency, be it a residential or nursing home, etc. There are 5 key roles of the registered manager that I'll be going through today, and then later on I will also be going into the necessary requirements for the registered manager to have in order for them to be registered with the CQC. But first, I will talk about the 5 key roles of the registered manager. So like I said, the registered manager is responsible for the day-to-day running of the business. They are responsible for the operational management of the business. So this includes overseeing daily operations, the day-to-day tasks, allocating resources, and monitoring the performance of the organization. They are also responsible for compliance and quality assurance. So this is making sure that the organization is compliant with the regulatory body. They're compliant with the requirements of the Health and Social Care Act, as well as the fundamental standards of the CQC. It is very important that they are responsible and making sure that the organization is compliant in order for them to continue basically running the business. The other way in which the registered managers complete their duties is in relation to staff management. So the registered manager is in charge of recruiting, HR, interviewing, ensuring that staff are adequately trained, that they're on top of their training, that they are compliant with the HR standards, that they have their DBSs and all the other relevant checks that the staff would need to have. It is important that they vet adequately and ensure that the staff that are working within the organization are basically doing their job. They will provide leadership and guidance to the staff members to ensure that the values, the mission of the organization are properly adhered to and carried out. They will also be responsible for service delivery and development. So they will be coordinating care workers, supporting with the rotas, ensuring that, the organization is flexible, it's accessible, that the service is reliable. They will also ensure growth and development of the service by increasing delivered hours, maximizing referrals, supporting with marketing, those sorts of things. They will also be responsible for health and safety. So they will need to understand and monitor health and safety in the workplace, and they would act as the lead prevention and control officer for most organizations. They will also be responsible for maintaining accurate records, reporting systems. They will be supporting with safeguardings, complaints, those sorts of things. So the registered manager is essential to the organization. And it's very important that the registered manager understands fully their duties in order for them to sustain and ensure the growth of the business. So those are the 5 key roles of the registered manager. Again, that is operational management, compliance and quality assurance, staff management, health and safety, as well as service delivery. Now, what do you need to be a registered manager? Number 1 is good character. And this is evidenced in your DBS. So as a registered manager, you would need to have your DBS check, and it would need to be clear in order for you to be registered as a registered manager with the regulatory body, in which we're talking about the CQC in this instance. You would also need to be healthy and fit. So the CQC will require a reference from your GP to show that you are fit to do the job. And obviously, if you have any disabilities, in line with reasonable adjustments, you will be able to carry out your role as registered manager. You will also need to have a reference from a previous employer that will also accompany your application for registered manager status. You will also need to have relevant qualifications. I have a lot of people who have, nursing qualifications, other medical qualifications, social work qualifications. All those qualifications are important and they definitely help to inform your practice as a registered manager. However, the CQC require you to have a level 5 diploma in leadership and health and social care. You don't need to have the level 5 diploma prior to your application. However, if you do not have it, CQC will require you to evidence that you are going to require that qualification within 18 to 24 months. Sometimes I have seen it happen, and this actually happened with myself prior to having my interview. The inspector wanted to see evidence that I was enrolled on the course. So I had to actually enroll on that course before I'd had my interview. It just depends. Some inspectors won't. They will just say you're going to need to have it, because they know that once the CQC come to do your inspection, post your registration, there will be an expectation for you to have accomplished the diploma. Some will allow you, as long as you have a relevant qualification. So for myself, I had a BA in social work, so therefore I was qualified to be able to do the role. However, I needed to enroll on the course to have the diploma in level 5. So if you don't have it, please be mindful that you will need to have it, and you may be required at very short notice to get enrolled on the course. There are different ways and there are different fundings for the course. You can pay for it yourself. There are some grants available. However, different topic, but if you need support, if you want to have a consultation with myself to go through it, then there will be a link in the description which you can click on that will allow you to have a consultation with myself to go through your individual circumstance. But in general, yes, you will need the level 5 diploma. However, if you do not have it already, it is not a problem, as long as you are going to do it within the next year or two of you having resumed your post. But this is pending the fact that you actually have a relevant qualification already. If you were an accountant, for example, and you had no experience, and when I say experience, I mean extensive experience within the social care industry or health and social care industry, then of course you couldn't just walk off the street with your accountancy degree and become a registered manager of a care business. However, if you were a nurse, doctor, pharmacist, social worker, and you had the relevant qualifications in that field, then yes, you will be able to essentially start being a registered manager once you are registered with the CQC, and with the expectation that you would do the level 5 in due course. And then the final thing is to obviously be registered with the CQC. So if you are not registered with the CQC as a registered manager, then you're not a registered manager. So you become a registered manager once you are registered with the CQC. So that's basically it in a nutshell. You've got your 5 key roles of what you do, which is basically overseeing and being involved in the day-to-day running of the business. And those are the necessary qualifications that you will need, which are to be of good character, to have your qualifications, to be fit for the role of registered manager and to be registered with the CQC. So I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, please do like, subscribe and share. And if you require my support with your CQC application, with your interviews, post-registration or prior to registration, just click the link in the description and book a free consultation call with myself, and then we can get you started. I hope you found it useful. Until next time, take care. Bye.